You know, as a manager, as a leader, you can't avoid working with multi-generational workforce. Therefore, in this video, I'm going to share with you how to deal with different generations in your organization in terms of communicating with them, mentoring them, motivating and retaining them. I'll give you 2 practical examples for each of these strategies backed by the research. First of all, you have to understand who are these generations. The people who have born in different set of times, they have unique experience because of the environmental factors. Baby boomers, born in 1945 to 1964. Gen X, 1965 to 1979. Gen Y or millennials, 1980 to 1994. Gen Z people, born in 1995 to 2009. Gen Alpha, born in 2010 to 2024. First of all, you have to understand different generations has grown in different social norms as well as technological environments. Understanding this is really important because you can tailor-make your communication strategy based on that. The study shows there are a lot of misinterpretations between generations because of the tonality of their digital communication. Assume you are having 2 reports. One is Gen Z social media specialist. Other one is an operations director who is a baby boomer. Now, you have to decide the communication charter. You can decide like this. Their routine updates can be gone through a communication platform based on cloud base. But when they make the decisions, when they give the direct feedback, it has to be on one-to-one. Assume there is a Gen X employee as well as a millennial. Now, the millennial send a message to the Gen X about a deadline of a project. Now he send an emoji to the Gen X employee. You know, Gen X like to have precise and clear communication. In a situation like this, Gen X employee may misunderstand the millennial. He may be thinking that he doesn't take the deadline seriously. To avoid this kind of a communication, you can ask the millennial to follow this kind of a thing. He can send the emoji and at the same time he can add a line like this, just a small heads up on the deadline, because that simple message provides the context as well as the intent. The earlier time period or the traditional way of mentoring is the most experienced people mentor the unexperienced people, but now it has been changed. Now mentoring is happening across generations. This cross-generational mentoring increases leadership skills, communication skills, and employee engagement. Assume you work in a large group of companies and you are having senior managers and they belong to Gen X as well as baby boomer category. Now you want them to train about social media strategies. You can pair these senior managers with a Gen Z employee or millennial. They can mentor senior executives on social media strategies. In return, these senior executives can mentor the millennials or the Gen Z employees on career advice, and also they can share the implicit knowledge. You can create learning circles. This is a kind of a voluntary informal gatherings across generations. There are few number of participants participate for this gathering. Now in a situation like that, imagine a Gen Z employee participate for this. He can learn about the corporate politics from a baby boomer or Gen X employee. And the Gen X employee or a baby boomer, they can learn the social media strategies from the Gen Z employees. As a manager, as a leader, you have to understand what values each group, each generation. Then you can tailor-make your approach in motivating them. Assume you are having a baby boomer and he is about to retire. You can offer him a flexible work schedule or leadership role. He gets motivated with that. But if you consider millennials, they values professional development. If you provide a training, they get motivated. But when you consider the Gen Z employees, they consider to be part of a big project or socially conscious project. So if you are having a project like that, get involved in. In my leadership training programs, many of the executives worry about the Gen Z. They are not going to stay in the office for a longer time period. They don't like to be micromanaged. Yes, of course. They value independence and work-life balance. Most of them don't like to carry management responsibilities. They want to master in their career. They want to have a mastery career path. Then he can become an expert without having management responsibilities, management burdens. But when you consider a millennial, so you have to have a transparent an accelerated career path for the leadership. I hope you got the insights from this video. What are the other kind of aspects you have to consider when you're working with different types of generations? Please leave your comment below. I'll see you soon. Good luck.